Beloved of God, I salute you. Luke chapter 12 verse 13 to 21. This text tells us about the parable of the rich fool. The first point is man in the presence of the goods of the earth. The second point, a man's life does not depend on what he has. Come to the first point, man in the presence of the goods of the earth. Man is therefore. It is spoken of in this passage is among the listeners of Jesus, which we can read in verse 13. This is Tom received the impression that his master, that is to say, Jesus, must have been a righteous and wise man. From there it asks about some difficulties he has with his brother about sharing their inheritance. To this request from this man, Jesus refuses to follow up. However, this does not mean that he is indifferent to the injustice and inequality in this world. You just have to know that Jesus did not come to earth to resolve this type of conflict. He only pronounces on spiritual questions. It came down here to show men the way to the kingdom of heaven. This means that men must go to Jesus to obtain the salvation of their souls. Although it is certainly followed some teachings of Jesus, this man is more concerned about your material good than about spiritual blessings to come. His body was more inhabited by lust. Lust does not just mean desiring the possessions of others, but also having the need to possess more than what one already has, even when one has plenty. We see what July means something. The passage from Matthew chapter 6 verse 19 to 21 gives us a more comprehensive understanding of what lust is. We therefore invite you to read this passage from Matthew chapter 6 verse 19 to 21 to fully understand the notion of lust. Second point of our meditation: the life of a man does not depend on what he possesses. To support his teaching on the question of material goods, Jesus uses an illustration. I said in substance that it is material goods that will never give us eternal happiness. Because earthly possessions cannot give us the joy and peace we expected. Rather, it creates more worries than happiness. More than we amass material goods capable of satisfying only our selfish personal needs, the more we move away from God and become spiritually impoverished. They are sure that our salvation is put in danger, which means that we must not rest on our riches and forget God. If God blesses us materially, part of our income must be used to support the work of evangelization, the work of salvation, so that the peace of God, which always surpasses intelligence, keeps our heart.